Let's see what we mean by explicit and implicit learning and the concept of awareness in the applied linguistics research. Second language acquisition researchers term learning as explicit when rules are emphasized. When there is conscious learning involved and rules are emphasized, this refers to as the explicit learning, that categorically or rules are given through certain instructions. Anything that makes learner aware of rules is explicit. Implicit learning refers to the ability of acquiring new knowledge without having any intentions of it. There is no conscious efforts involved as far as implicit learning is concerned. Bialystok proposed a similar model to Krushen. If we remember that the monitor model, we talked about how Krushen talked about differentiation between acquisition and learning, that acquisition has more to do with the unconscious process, whereas learning is a very conscious process where certain rules are given in order to have a desired output in any given situation. So Bialystok has also given a similar model as to that of Krushen's, distinguishing between explicit linguistics knowledge and the implicit. Now, in explicit means that it contains the conscious fact, the conscious process of learning or conscious process of acquiring. And the implicit linguistic knowledge source is intuitive information. It's more based on instincts. It's intuitive. There is no conscious process involved in this linguistic or implicit linguistic knowledge. We have a number of researchers giving or presenting distinctions between implicit and explicit learning. Let's see what Rod Ellis has to say about this particular idea. They say that both implicit explicit learning and implicit explicit knowledge. First, this is referring to the process and this is the information. He says that implicit explicit learning and knowledge are related, as they are both connected in terms of the process has to be followed for the acquiring of certain knowledge, but they need to be separated because they have different distinctive parameters. Why? Because the former, which is learning, refers to process involved in learning, and the latter conducts the product of learning. So it is the outcome which is determined by the knowledge. And learning, when we are talking about learning, we are talking about the process. Schimmer also argued that learning needs to be distinguished from instruction. It does not follow, for instance, that implicit instruction results in implicit learning, or conversely, that explicit instruction leads to explicit learning. So now there is some ambiguity in the terms of the clear-cut understanding that whether the implicit instruction leads to implicit learning or not, and thereby explicit instruction, when you're giving the rules-specific guidelines, does it lead to the explicit learning, that one can only be learned or require certain language parameters through explicit process. There is no such thing as that. Learners have mind of their own, and they may follow their own inclination irrespective of the nature of instruction they receive. So basically, this particular comment does not relate to the explicit or entirely explicit learning or providing of knowledge, because learners have their own liking and disliking and their own inclination, whether you provide the learning in the explicit form or the implicit form. Donnie says this explicit learning refers to learners' conscious and deliberate attempt to master some material or solve a problem. So when we say explicit, here you see the deliberate effort or attempts that are required on the part of the learner. In contrast, implicit learning involves acquiring skills and knowledge without conscious awareness, that is automatically. So this is the automatically acquiring of skills which takes place in the implicit learning, whereas in the conscious or the deliberate learning, you are referring to the explicit learning. With this, let's see the implicit versus explicit instruction. Implicit focus on form instruction and then explicit focus on form instruction. Now, in implicit focus on form instruction, it attracts the attention to the target, which means that the attention is attracted while these forms are there in the environment. And in the explicit, you need to pay attention explicitly to the target form. This is spontaneous, which means communication-oriented activity that you acquire, or it is the automatically acquiring of the learning skills. Here, predetermined and planned, that the main focus and goals of teaching activity, which means that goals are determined and planning is done to provide explicit form, focus on form instruction. Here, unobtrusive means that minimal interruption, because it is very natural, or it is communicative based, therefore there is no interruption. However, here interruption of communicative meaning because here you are targeting the language form for a specific and explicit communicative purposes. This presents target form in context, or this is presented in isolation because this specific language rules are presented in specific situation. Here it is the context which determines that here the rules and their understanding play important role. Then it makes no use of meta language, which means that rule explanation are not here, but over here, since the complete focus is on providing the linguistic rules, uses meta-linguistic terminologies. This particular area in implicit focus on form instruction, free use of target form. And here you have control practice because you need to assess and have a correction in terms of explicit guidelines and explicit corrective measures. Awareness is another aspect which has a very crucial role in the second language acquisition, and it is defined by Tomlin and Villa as particular state of mind. Awareness is a particular state of mind which is based on one's experiences that he has from external stimuli or based on any cognitive subjective experience. Schmidt says that it is the noticing that happens first. He refers to noticing hypothesis, which means you notice first whatever is happening, and then notice leads to the input, and then input leads to the intake. Awareness at the level of noticing is simply input. That when you're noticing something, the awareness, or you happen to have an awareness of noticing, it is simply just input, and when it gets into another process or another level of understanding, there is a level where learner gets into analyzing, interpreting idea, and that becomes the internalized state of mind based on noticing. So awareness consists of noticing first, and then that noticing develops into another level of understanding where learner develops the complete form of understanding based of analyzing and comparing or testing hypothesis. To conclude, explicit learning refers to learner's conscious deliberate attempt, whereas implicit learning involves acquiring skills without conscious awareness. And awareness plays a very vital role in SLA as noticing and involve deeper analysis of underlying abstract rules.